Hey guys, and welcome back to the stream. Yes, we're playing Minecraft again. The title of the stream is Treehouse because I do have a lot of plans for those giant trees, and I can't wait to do that. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I mean, kind of like all my builds, they're kind of just like free thought, like just do whatever. So I have no actual plans for those. But before we get into those, we do have to finish making the pens for the other animals. So I think it was the sheep, the cows, the donkeys, and the llamas. I think those are the only ones that we need to actually work on first. But then we get to do the whole tree house idea, which would be great because that means we get to brainstorm. Or at least that's my opinion of it. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Before I do, let me turn on the chat. Okay, let's start. There it is. Okay, cool. No issues. Oh, that's great. Looks like we're starting off with no issues this time. Hopefully it stays like that. I have no idea if it'll stay like that, but hopefully it does. That'll be perfect. Do let me know if the audio is kind of weird again, because last time, like, at first you guys couldn't... Oof, I could hear all the animals. Like, at first you guys couldn't hear, like, the audio of the game at all, so... Really? Like, rude. Anyways. And now there's 2 cows up there. What? How do they keep getting up there? Yep. Excuse me. I guess first thing we need to do is make it daytime. Just so you know, because daytime. I guess we could work on... I mean, I can make a barn for the cows, but then it's gonna be a little... It's gonna take a while, isn't it? Just to make a barn for the cows. Now let's start with the smaller things. I think it'll be easier if we do the smaller things first. I did organize my chests a little bit more, because I mean, it was a mess. So, you might need some of these. I don't know if we're going to need cobblestone, but cobblestone's not a bad thing to hold on to. Hold on to some fences, because you don't know if we're going to need those or not. Maybe we'll use the birch, maybe we'll use the spruce, maybe we'll use the oak. Anything else we could use? Probably not. Oh, no, I don't have another axe. I need to make an axe. How am I always running out of axes? I mean, it's kind of an obvious answer, but I don't want to answer that question, obviously. Why am I saying that? Why am I saying that? Hi, Autumn. I can already hear the spiders. There it is. Ha. Okay, first things first. Let's make a place for... Let's see what the chickens are over there. And pigs are over here. Up there's the horses. Let's see. Maybe we can make... Maybe. I was thinking we could clear out a smaller space right here for the donkeys. Oh, I'm out of a shovel. Yep, I'm out of shovels. So, how's everyone's day going? I hope it's going great. Mine was okay, just doing some chores, doing some tasks. I don't know how to describe it. School's going fine, I guess. Don't really care for it too much. But I mean, like, school's not really fun anyways. Because everything's kind of online, and then the classes that are not online are very weird. I mean, like, before this whole thing that we're in, going to class was fairly standard, and then afterwards, everyone's kind of weird. I mean, I get it. People are, you know, just a little fearful, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't need to be fearful. Cautious maybe, but I don't think we need to be fearful. Okay. So this time we'll make it out of oak. How many do we have? We have a few, right? Okay. I mean, I kind of miss the days where walking in school wasn't weird. And guys, it's kind of like, it's kind of desolate, and no one really wants to just go around walking the grounds, which, okay, I get it, but like still. But now it's kind of, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the cobblestone just because I like the way it's coming out. Or maybe not. Instead of using the stairs, let's try a flat plane. That'll be fine. Oh, so as I was just saying, before all this happened, like it was kind of cool just wandering around, seeing how the university, kind of decorated itself, you know, just in environment-wise, like there's kind of like a little garden area or something. I don't know how to describe it. But it looked really nice, so it was pretty fun to just wander around, look at all the campuses and everything like that. And usually while doing this, and since, you know, the university is pretty big and all, it was pretty common to see a bunch of people just, oh, not already, playing Pokemon Go, and there's a bunch of gyms all over the school. So people would be walking around in crowds, kind of like working together to do the raids on the different bosses and everything. So that was fun. Like I was still shy, but like I don't know, it was pretty fun actually getting to hang out in a lobby with like over 20 people, just fighting a raid, and then what was I looking for? Oh, another shovel. Oh, yeah. So it's pretty cool. Like the fights were pretty easy after that, but it was also like whenever your phone glitches, then it was annoying. Um, Mostly because you kind of get left behind on the raid battle. Of course, some people will try to see if there's anyone else to fight with you so you don't have to fight alone, which is great. It's always nice. And then after everyone's gotten, especially the legendaries, everyone's gotten one. Everyone's trying to see who's going to get the shiny. Since there was so many people there, someone has to get a shiny. And it was pretty fun. And then literally walk as a group to the next raid boss. That's across the entire campus. It was fun. I mean, I'm saying that a lot, but it was. What can I say? And then, like, we would also divide into teams. So everyone that was on Team Mystic goes into the first battle, and then everyone else on Team Valor, Team Instinct. It was pretty clever. I think I'm gonna need torches. Oh wait, I left the coal in here, right? Yes. Yeah, that's so. Gonna have to make some more sticks. Wait. No one saw that, right? Yes, no one saw that. Okay, I know I'm being a little risky, but like, kinda don't care right now. Don't know how to explain it. It's just not a priority. I mean, it would suck if I died again, because I haven't died in a while, which is actually pretty cool. But at the same time, it's not gonna, like, tear me apart and kill me. Yeah. Not gonna have a huge loss to self-esteem if I just die. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Sometimes I have no idea what I'm saying. And then I'll catch myself and I'll be like, what did I just say? Those days aren't that bad. Yep. Yep. Actually, I could just put this right here since I'm not gonna need it. But I am gonna go need to make some more spruce fence. Should I have used spruce? Who knows? Did you guys hear that? It's definitely a zombie in here. Yep, definitely a zombie in here. Okay, so I'm gonna need these for later. Okay, it's really loud. Is it upstairs? Yeah, I think it's upstairs. I think it's in the secret attic. Is that what we're calling it? Okay. Yeah, it's probably in here. Come here. Oh, that's easy. And there was only 2. Why don't I put torches in there? Because I don't really feel like it. I don't know. It's not really a big concern for me. Should it be? Probably. Whew. Sometimes it's just kind of fun how you could see the moon and the sun moving in the sky. I don't know. Appreciate the little things, I guess. When am I gonna decorate this place with furniture? I have no idea. The thought occurs in my head a few times, but it's not really something that's really important to me, so... I don't know, I think I'm more concerned with the animals first than I am concerned with anything else. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, this isn't gonna be enough. Okay, then move these out of the way. Who keeps knocking into me? Stop it, or I'm gonna turn you into sausage. These guys are so rude. Invading my house. Oh, where'd the other one go? He left you alone. Sad. from the cornfield. Have you heard the good word? Hi, ethical. No, I have not heard the good word. I noticed that you started a cult in my Discord. What you gonna do about that? What's this whole cult business? What's the plan? Oh, I'm hungry. That's why I can't run. Nah, I'm not gonna eat that. It's gonna poison me. Is there still delay? It sounds like there's still delay. I don't know if I should wait to see if the delay's gone or if I should just continue. Choices. Should I do like what I did with the chickens? Maybe. Yes, the cult of Coffee Bird. So, what's the good word on the coffee bird? Actually, yep, I'm fine with that. That's fine. That looks fine. Maybe the fence is too wide on this side. Yeah, I think it's too far apart. Let's make it a little shorter. Cause I mean, like, I know the donkeys are gonna be living here, but I don't think I have that many. Unlike the horses, I don't think there's that many. Let's see. How wide was that fence? Actually, that looks pretty even. No milk for the coffee. It's the good word. We must have the milk. Help Coffee Bird raise money for milk. Totally not going to use some money for world domination. I don't know. That sounds like cult behavior. Well, I mean, yeah, that's. I guess it's the point. I walked into that one. World domination with the use of a coffee bird. That does seem like some fun. For the floor, I think I'll use... Wait. Did I even give the horses a floor? No, they have the ground. I think the only one that has a floor is the chicken coop, but that's because it's a chicken coop. So I guess the donkeys don't really need like a floor area. Okay, so I guess... I don't know, it's like a smaller little stable for the donkeys. Does that look fine? Maybe it's too small. How many do we have? That's the question. Okay, yeah, I definitely need to eat some food. I can't sprint. I can't sprint like this. Wait. Why do you need milk for coffee? Bird is black, so obviously Bird likes black coffee. So we don't need creamer in that. Right? Yeah. That's my opinion. Not that I actually drink black coffee. I personally like cream in my coffee, but Bird does not. That is fact. Even though we're just making it up right now, that is still fact. What else is I gonna get besides food? I don't remember. Let's go. When I start my hardcore world, I'm making Coffee Bird. Hey, Coffee Bird's my thing, isn't it? Or you're just gonna use the concept of it. Actually, no. This is a group effort, so it's our thing. Coffee Bird is our thing. Wait. I heard that. Where is he? He did not come back for the llamas, did he? Because they're mine. They are mine. Yeah, there's only 3. See, I don't have to worry about it being too small. There's only 3 of them. There he is. I see the villager. That's why the llamas are there. No, those are mine. You can't steal my llamas. Okay. Probably, yeah, come here. The 3 of you, come here. And then once you're on this side, keep going. And then put back that. I'm probably going to steal his llamas too. I mean, it only makes sense. Especially if I'm going to eventually leave here and find that mine shaft again. Because that would have been a fun exploration thing. Like, of course, I probably would have died from poison spiders all the time. But whatever, you know? That's below my pay grade to answer why Coffee Bird needs milk. Okay. Okay, I guess. Is the 3rd one coming? There he is. Excuse me. Excuse me. You guys stay right there really quick. And then this one goes there. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This one. There. And now I need my leads back. Thank you. Where's the other one? Where did the other one go? There it is. Ha. Yeah, I think they're fine like this. Can he get out through there? Just in case. Come inside. Come inside into your new house. Do you like the house? Or is it too small? I mean, I'm probably gonna decorate their houses first before I, like, decorate my house at this point. Let's go check out what this guy is selling. Hello. Ooh, glowstone. Red sand. Ooh, fancy. Ice. I kind of want this one. But I don't want to give up my emerald. Why is the cat angry? I don't know. The cat is angry. That's all I can say. Cat bonks the donkeys. Is it? Oh, I can't see. I can't see from here, but okay. I really do want that, but I'm not giving you my stuff. Stop following him. Stop following him. Stop. Plum. Crimson. Violet. Stop following him. Wait. Where's the other one? Oh, he's all the way over there. Okay. Sir. gonna need your donkeys. Oh, wait. Llamas. I'm gonna need your llamas. I was thinking of donkeys because we did that. Also your leads. I want leads. So the only way to do that is to be crafty and steal. Hang on. Oh, he went invisible. He went invisible. He went invisible. He went invisible. Nope. Dang it. He's invisible. I can't do this if he's invisible. I need to actually see him. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I can fix this. I can fix this. Make it daytime. Make it daytime. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Cow. There he is. Okay. He's not invisible anymore, so we could totally do this. So, gotta be sneaky about it. First things first, try to break the leads. That's the important part. But in order to do that, you have to trap him first. This is gonna be hard because the llama's in the way. Ah, nope. He's trying to get out. But if he can't get out, If he can't go that way. Ah! Nope. Okay. 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 Sir, stay right there. Don't move a single muscle. Like a single muscle. Just stay right there. Ha! I don't think he could leave this part. Cool. And now that he's stuck, I could try to... Yeah. So now he's stuck. So now we just have to figure out a way to separate him from the llamas. No, I'm not gonna kill him, because if I kill him, then the llamas are... It's gonna take a while for me to tame them then, because they're gonna want to shoot me. So, what I try to do is separate him from the llamas. It's not easy, but I've already done it like twice before. That's how I got these. These guys are mine. But I have to be careful how I do this, because if I do it wrong, they could escape. That's why I'm blocking off as much as I can. Okay. Okay, so there's no way for them to climb onto that brick fence, just in case. Let's see. I need him to go into his own little area. So I'll just build like his own little private area. That's gonna be narrow, so only he could walk through it really quick. The llamas won't be able to. At least that's the theory. That's the theory. I should probably remove that, but... Okay, when I do this... Okay, he's already on that side, so... Don't want him getting out. Come on, you're so close. Yes! Okay. So the lead's only connected by one block, so they can't get to him. I think. The only way to be sure is if I go down there. That's fine, I could go down here. Let's see. Yes, they're only connected by one string. So, yes, okay. And now we do is you can walk now, but they have to stay here. Is it broken? No, I don't think it's broken yet. It's glitching through the dirt. So yeah, no, you can't get to them. Glitching through the dirt. You need to leave. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Yes! Yes! Did it break? I think it broke. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. I don't want you to try to reconnect with them. Ha! Stay in there. And now I can check to see if the leads are broken. They should be around here somewhere. Where did they drop? Oh, they dropped there. Yes! Now I got 5. These are mine. So I'll just wait for him to go away, so that way I can start taming these guys. So when he leaves, it'll be easier to tame them, I think. Get in jail. Yes, yes, get in jail. If I kill him and they can't see, I'll just leave them in there for now. Just for now. No, let me just use the shovel. It'll be faster. I don't know, Ethical. What do you think? Should I kill him? Should I kill him or should I just let him go? That's the dilemma. As for these two, I don't have to worry about them trying to climb over now, so I could probably get rid of the dirt part right here. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to climb over the fence at this point. Lava bucket, oh. So you have chosen death. I mean, I could, but then I have to go looking for lava. I mean, there is a mine over here. Okay, so if I come across lava, then I'll do it. If not, then whatever. Okay, so for now, the donkeys are kind of in their own thing. The horses are kind of in their own thing. Kill him, set him on fire. Blood for the coffee bird. Coffee. Also flint and steel. So you want me to set him on fire then? I mean, I do have flint and I do have steel. 'tis a thought to consider. But first, I think I should make a sheep pen, because I have so many sheep. Maybe it's not this. I don't need that one anymore. Don't need that one. What else do I not need? Flower can go back. String. Now I have enough, so that's fine. Where did I put the flint? I mean, just in case. Are we about to have a barbecue? I mean, if I'm gonna barbecue something, doesn't he need... Oh. I could hear him drinking potions. He's going invisible, as if that's going to save him. Mwahaha. I'm not evil. I'm just stealing pets. That's the word. Yes. These are mine now. Right. I was gonna build some more fence. That's what I was gonna do. This time it's gonna be birch. Just because I want something kind of different for the sheep. It's probably not gonna be enough, so I'm probably gonna have to go look for birch trees. Unless, do I have any? He's getting drunk so he don't feel the pain. Okay, let's go see if he's still there. Excuse me. I could hear him, he's still there. Uh-oh. Forgot this was here. I feel like I'm really falling to peer pressure here. But it's okay. The llamas can't see, so it should be fine. Hi. Hi. I've made a decision. My decision is... you decide if you want to live or die. That's just the decision. When I come back from making the sheep's pen and you're still alive, I'll set you free. If you walk into it, I can't help you there. That seems fair, right? Okay, for the sheep, we could use this whole grassy part. I think. Maybe. Not directly in front of the house, but we have the Christmas tree, so we don't want to put it to there. Okay, so this whole huge area, I definitely want to build the barn for the cows, because it's already nice, and it's kind of separate from the house, so it doesn't seem like it's too crowded. So on the opposite side, we can make this whole hilly area for the sheep. Yeah, I think they'll like that. So, just gonna move some of these. fair enough? Yeah, it's fair enough. He gets to decide. I'm not gonna decide his fates. Should I make an actual house for the sheep? Because the pigs don't really have a house either. Or should I just like have them free range, let them do what they want? Tis the question. So let's start right here. Actually, I changed my mind. I don't want to use the fence anymore. I do like the idea of a birch fence. I don't want to use it for the sheep. We could use instead cobblestone. Just because I think it would look nice as a wall. And now I have to go back and make some more. That's how it usually works. Are you kidding me? Your house is pretty much just the show all in the family. I heard that name. I don't think I've actually watched that show. Maybe I did. When did it come out? Which one was that one? No, I don't think I watched that one, so can't really make a comparison. Well, I can't make a comparison. You can make a comparison. Oh. I'm just gonna turn all the cobblestone into that. Well, not all the cobblestone, but most of it. There's so many cows. When all the animals are gone, I don't have to worry about the gaps in my fence anymore. Oh. Was it like a found family kind of show? All in the family. Okay, I don't want it to be like just a regular rectangle, so let's have... Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, there's so much dirt around here. Lots of children. Oh, so it was just like a big extended family. Or it was parents that happened to have a lot of children. Those exist. Like, honestly, a lot of children is a lot. Like, I've heard, like, of families having, like, a lot of kids. Like, how many? Like, 10 and 12 and all that. And that being considered, like, extreme and abnormal. And yeah, I would agree. But, I would consider, like, 3 or 4 to be a small family. And I probably would consider that because Both sets of my grandparents had 6 kids each. So, not including my parents, I have 10 aunts and uncles, not including like their spouses. So, I have like a huge family. So, I'm just used to like big numbers in families, if that makes sense. Ooh, I might be able to use up all this cobblestone. I forgot I had more fence. What am I doing? I forgot there was more. Okay. No, we just need extra fence, obviously. Maybe the wall's too close to the hill. I don't think I could cut down all of this. So, let's extend it further out. Yeah, that's fine. Or maybe that's too much. Is that supposed to be like a snake? Is there no actual snake emojis? Or is it just a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a weird body? Tentacly body. There. I think this looks fine for sheep. And then they have like a little hilly part so they could graze around. Oh, my shovel's gone. Oh well. And then just get rid of this part. That's not that pickaxe. Maybe get rid of this part too. Yeah, I think this is fine. There, I would say it's pretty well lit. Alien versus pyramid? Is that what that is? And then for this part, we could wonder if the sheep will be able to get in. Yeah, they should be able to get in. Ah! Should I make a little house for the sheep, or should I just have it like open field like the pigs? Cheese. Oh, okay, so it's alien versus cheese. Cheese would win. Cheese always wins. Okay. Whether I build a house or not, the fence is kind of ready, so I could just take these guys already. You and who else is in here? No, you're staying here. He's my favorite. Nope, that's the only one? Okay. Come on down. Come on down. Okay, hang on to this. I gotta go kill some guy. Where is he? Hey! Leave my llama alone. Leave my llama alone. Yeesh. Who got hurt? Was it you that got hurt? Poor maybe. Nope, I don't have any. Okay, I'll give you wheat later. I'm sorry. Is that all the sheep? Yep. Yep, that's all of them. The rest is just cows. Unless... Yep. I see you. Stay there. Okay, well, he's stuck there. Okay. Stay away from my sheep. Hee. Yes. Okay. It's cheese 1 because it was stinky cheese. Oh, okay, I see. I guess I only have 4 sheep. Do I have all the leads back? Do I have all the leads back? Yes. Okay, you and you and you and you. Follow me. We're going. Follow. Only you guys could follow. No one else. Oh. Okay. Frog versus eagle. I like both, but I'm gonna say frog. Because frogs are cute. Okay, so this is far enough away, so actually let's keep this on hand. You guys stay there. Put a fence right there. Break that. Recollect the leads. Ah, missing one. Okay. And then recollect the post. There you go, you have your own field. I'll plant flowers later. Okay, so now's the time where I have to start building a house for the... Like, I have the idea of making, like, a regular barn. Oh, wait, we need to check on the guy, see if he's still alive. So for the barn, we can't really paint it red because, like, you can't really paint wood yet. So I guess it'll just be like the natural color of the wood. Okay. Oh, the fire's gone. Oh, so sad. But hey, it was his choice. God said he will not be the delicacy of today. Man versus Creeper? I mean, Creeper's gonna win that one. Okay, now we need to cut down wood because the final house we need to build is for the cows. What should we make the barn door out of? Oak? There's plenty of oak over here, so I could probably make it out of oak. Bacon. I guess we can make it out of oak. Should we make it like a regular looking barn or put our own spin on it? Steve said as man and died. Okay. Wait. Are the people winning the battles only winning because I said so? Is that how this is working? Ogre versus meat. I'm gonna go with the meat boy. What's his name again, or was he just called that? I don't know. I mean, technically speaking, an ogre should win because they're pretty strong. But I have favoritism in this case. Hee. Super Meat Boy said new? New what? New something? Oh, it said nah. Sorry, I thought that was an E for a second there. Nah, okay. How much is the delay? Because it doesn't seem like there's much delay. Haha, free sticks. Nah. Ah, I see. I have a lot of stuff and I didn't even realize it. 68. That means I'm probably not going to be able to collect any more after that. So let's head back really quick. Is that all the sticks? I hope that was all the sticks. Let's see. Apple. I see an apple. Mine. I don't see any more. I think that's all of them. Wait. I have birch. We could collect birch. Just real quick. Coffee bird versus coffee bird. Okay. Coffee bird versus coffee bird. I mean, I think coffee bird's gonna win that one, obviously. I mean, the cult said so, right? Wait, who's the leader of this cult? Ethical, are you the leader of this cult, or am I? Or is it Bird? Is Bird the leader? Who's the de facto voice of the cult? Chicken. Ooh, there's even more open field over here. Cows. Oh, I don't have enough. What are we getting rid of? We are getting rid of... I'm gonna put this somewhere important. There, plant. Dang. Dude's good at aiming. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. Chickens. Pumpkin. Okay, now that we're here, let's see. First off, we're gonna need a lot of planks because we're gonna use them for the barn. Let me just empty out my inventory. Apples. Leather. Gunpowder. Pork chop. Steak. Wait, I killed a chicken early. Oh, did I not have slots? Does that mean there's a raw chicken left out there? Oops. I don't think I'm gonna need stairs. Am I gonna need slabs for... I don't think I'm gonna need slabs specifically for the barn. Dirt, dirt. That's for towering purposes. Birch we could save for later. Oak. I'm not gonna use the oak fence. I'm probably gonna make more birch. Oak planks I'm gonna need. We don't need the leads yet. Sticks can wait there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Legend says a great big bird will take us to the big old coffee land. We worship the coffee bird. He grants the coffee to the leaders when he finds leaders. Okay, cool. How do you take your coffee? Do you want it with cream and sugar or none? And then let's go ahead and make some oak slabs. Might need some of those. I think that's it for now. Black? You prefer it black? Okay, so I did say earlier I like it with cream. Doesn't really matter what cream. My preference though is skim milk. Like if I'm gonna be honest, I like skim milk like a lot. more than like, well, definitely more than like regular milk, but like I don't really care for soy or for almond milk. Walnut's not that bad. Um, Cashew, that one wasn't pretty bad. Coconut milk's pretty delicious, but it's also weird when you have it with cereal. Like it makes the cereal just feel weird texture wise. Doesn't work. I don't know how to explain it. um, what else have I had? Rice milk. Rice milk's good, but don't get it plain. You're gonna want it with sugar. I mean, it's kind of like horchata. Horchata, you need sugar. You definitely need the cinnamon and all that. Because essentially, horchata is like rice milk, but it's seasoned with like cinnamon and maybe a little bit of brown sugar, depending on how sweet you want it. But it's delicious. You like black because you're always in a hurry? Yeah, I hear ya. Where did we leave that chicken? Oh, it's probably all over there. If it's even there. I've always... Yep, it's right there. Haha, we got chicken. Yeah, we got chicken. I think that's good. Okay, now we get to build. We're making a barn for the cows. It's gonna be tall because it's a barn. Let's see. Well, I guess I kind of like the French vanilla in coffee. French vanilla is really good. It's also really sweet. So there's also that, if you like sweet stuff. Maybe in front of the barn we could have this little lake, just for the cows. Maybe. We'll see how it looks. But for now, let's build it on this top part. So, I'm gonna make it tall. This is pretty tall, but this is probably where the roof's gonna be. And of course, like a barn, it's going to have 2 floors. Kind of. The bottom really large floor where the stables are, and then the top floor that's really more like an attic kind of level. I'm trying to see what's a good distance. Yeah, that seems fine. Puppet versus building. Okay, so is that jab at me probably going to die? I mean, this is a pretty far drop. Maybe I won't die though. Maybe I won't. What do I have? Actually, yes, okay. I could do that. And then on that part, yes. Haha. Get over here. Switch out. How many deaths are you on? 4? I think I've died 4 times since my first stream. Maybe? I don't know. I have to rewatch and find out. Okay, so... I think this is high enough off the ground. This could be the second layer. Can't go all the way to the edge. Four out of 9 lives. Let's see if Puppet is a cat. I am not a cat. I am a raccoon, if anything. Hee hee. So that means I'm immortal. Mwahaha. I assume. I have no idea how the myth of raccoons go. For the wall part. Oh, too far. Hee hee. That's my bad. No. Okay. So I guess I'll just work on the wall part then. Okay, I should probably drink some water. Taco or pancakes or fusion? I can't think of what a fusion would look like. Wait. We're all good. That didn't kill us. We're good. Anyways, so I would say pancakes, because I really like pancakes. Pancakes are better. Although, if it's a breakfast taco, I mean, it would kind of be like a McGriddles at that point, because McGriddles are like pancake bread with the egg and the meat inside of the sandwich, right? Pancakes for dinner. Oh wait, was I choosing your dinner again? I try to get the most done before I have to go back into the crafting table, so I'm kind of lazy that way. Oh, all out. Does that mean probably gonna have to go cut down some more trees? Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna reach the lake at this point. Oh well. Bounce, 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 bounce. Go in here. Hello. Go up here. I guess he got down by himself. Oh no, he's still there. See, why are you still there? The other one got down. Cows are silly. Also, fusion, I would have taken the taco meat and put it on pancake. No. It has to be breakfast tacos. It cannot be like regular ground beef tacos. That would be gross with pancakes. But if it's like the potato and the egg and the cheese and the bacon and maybe even some refried beans, that would be a pretty decent combination. Pretty decent. I haven't had something similar to that in a long time, though. Yeah. I could go plant more trees, but I kind of don't want to. I just want to chop down the ones that are already out there. And then plant more later. Oh no, I have some right here. But I'm still gonna have to go cut down some more, so should probably make another axe. I've done it before. You just can't have cheese on the meat. Why? Like, what kind of cheese are you using? Is it not the tasty kind of cheese? Is it not the melty kind of cheese? Is it just cheese? Okay, so we're going to the oak, because that's what we're building the house out of. So far, not bad. Short ones first. I just don't like cheese mixed with pancake. I mean, yes, but hear me out. What if it was like one of the soft little creamy kind of cheeses? You know, like cream cheese. Like that wouldn't be too bad. Or what are the other ones called? Mascarpone. Ooh, mascarpone. That one's a sweet kind of creamy cheese. It's always used in desserts, like what's it called? Coffee cake. What is it? Tiramisu. That one has mascarpone cheese in it. It's really, really good. It's kind of like dessert. I know there's others, but I can't think of what they are right now. It's been a long time since I was in cooking classes. Whoops, wrong button. My bad. I'm gonna go make it. Be right back. Alright. Have fun making dinner. You're making pancakes, right? Oh, he probably left by now. Let me know when you get back. So, what was I talking about? I was talking about something. Oh yeah, I was talking about cheese. It's not that far off of a conversation. I mean, I like cheese. Cheese is pretty good. You could use it for a lot of stuff. And then it's like different varieties of cheese too. So you could have like sweet cheeses, you could have like sour cheeses, salty cheeses, savory cheeses, cheeses mixed with spices, cheeses mixed with peppers. Like this one time I went to this really old school kind of town. It was kind of like I think it was one of those towns that mostly had German settlers when it was founded. So it had that kind of name. And it was like a specialty sausage and cheese shop that they had there. There's a lot of antique stores too. But they had like free samples of certain stuff, which is cool. And I didn't read what was the name of the free sample, but they had these cubes of cheese. And of course, me and my little brothers were like, yes, we're gonna go for the cheese. I should have probably read the sign first, because it was what's it called? Ghost pepper. It was ghost pepper cheese. It was a ghost pepper cheddar cheese. And yes, it was delicious, but I did end up crying. Like it was a delicious kind of crying, but like, still tearing up because ow. But honestly, I definitely would eat it again. It was so good. Like, despite the fact that it was ghost peppers and all that, the fact that it was mixed with the cheese made it taste amazing. Despite the fact that, my mouth was on fire and I had to like nibble on crackers. Like, they also made their own crackers that actually helped, like, when it comes to eating spicy stuff for some reason. I don't know what they called them. But they were really good. So they really helped. Because, like, they didn't have milk, so. Because I know milk kind of helps when you're eating peppers. That was fun. I like that. And then when we were there, this place was also known for, I guess, peaches. Like, I guess peaches was also their thing. Maybe, I don't know. They had this peach infused honey, which was really cool, and I bought that. And then I'll put it in my teas whenever I brewed. That was like years ago. This was like a family trip, like a long time ago, so no access to it now. Is that enough? Just a few more stacks. Well, no, not the big ones. I like how the big ones kind of branch out. It's kind of cool looking, rather than just like the straight up ones. These are just like sticks with leaves. But these have branches and detail. I like that. I kind of miss going on family trips, but the economy's not really that good, and actually, honestly, the last 2 years is really bad for traveling, so better safe than sorry. Also, money. You need to save money. Can't be frivolously spending, especially on gas. Gas prices are just ridiculous right now. Like, I honestly feel like I'm contributing maybe, what, like I'm gonna say maybe a third of my paycheck entirely on gas, and I get paid like bi-weekly, so that's not good. I need that. I need that money for rent. I do not need to be spending so much money on gas. It wasn't that bad. My last apartment was actually really close to work where I didn't have to worry about spending too much on gas, but this apartment that I'm at is it's a pretty decent amount away, and then there's traffic, so I have to leave earlier than I would like just to get to work, and ugh. Honestly, I'm kind of lazy. I really shouldn't, because I don't like waking up in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I like staying up late. I'm more of a, I'm definitely a night owl. I get a lot of things done at night. Which is why I have night streams, because I'm like fully aware and awake, and I'm able to do stuff. If I were to do any streaming in the morning, like, it would probably be dead quiet. It would probably be very short, like maybe not even an hour, and it might even be moody. Because I just don't like mornings. Mornings are not good. I don't know. Maybe it's because there's too much sun. Maybe. Ooh, maybe I'm a vampire instead of a raccoon. Well, who knows? I don't know. The reason why I say I'm a raccoon is because me and my closest friends, I would say best friends, but I don't feel like we're best friends. To me, it feels more like we're siblings. So it, like, the word best friends doesn't feel like that strong anymore to me, if that makes sense. So I could call them my best friends, but that feels like an insult. They're kind of more than best friends to me. Oh, welcome back, Ethical. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was right now talking about like why I would refer to myself as a raccoon versus like a cat. Anyways, it has to do with my friends. What's the word? Like, we were kind of comparing ourselves to like what kind of animal we would be one day. I don't remember why we did this. I think it's because someone was like definitely a cat, like the way that she acted, she was definitely a cat. And then her boyfriend was definitely a dog. And then we went on from there, like who would be what. And so when it came to me, I think, yeah, we came up with raccoon. That seemed to fit me. I don't remember why. The reasoning sounded like pretty good back then, but I honestly don't remember why we agreed on that. And I'm probably different now compared to when we did this. This was like years ago. Oh my gosh, so long ago. But I'm just gonna stick with it because I'm used to it. Ooh. No. Wait. You're doing the pancake and the taco thing? Ah, no. Wait, what kind of meat are you cooking? Is it just ground beef, or is it like some kind of specialty meat like bacon or sausage or maybe even like you're a pigeon? Why are you a pigeon? I thought you were a crow. Oh, let's see. I have slabs. I have planks. For the roof, let's go ahead and make some stairs. That makes sense. Ground beef. Yeah. You're doing just the pure taco thing, aren't ya? Well, it's what you want to do, so I'm not going to say anything further. You do you. I mean, everyone has their own tastes. Just because I don't find that appealing doesn't mean it's not good. I don't know. I don't like the idea of being picky. So maybe it is good. Maybe I'll try it one day. Not right now. I'm definitely not gonna try it anytime soon. But maybe one day. You know, coffee birders grow. Ah, so you're the pigeon to the coffee bird. We need to make more ladders. Definitely. Wait. Maybe this is enough. Okay. What else are we gonna need? Oh, maybe that's enough for now. Oh, food. I have more potatoes. Or I have apples. Or wait. Oh, it's with the llamas. Now I remember. I was wondering where I put my emerald and stuff, but it's with the llamas. I just remembered. When did I get a flower? Wasn't paying attention. I see you out there, stealing my dirt. See, if you look at them from the side, they don't do anything to you. Well, if I'm looking through the window, will he still get mad at me? I don't know. Probably. If he notices. Corn syrup? That would be very sweet. Yeah, cream cheese sounds like it would be good. But corn syrup? That sounds like it would be really, really sweet. I mean, maybe. Corn syrup's really sweet, though. Well, I guess corn syrup would be better than, like, regular... I can't even say it's regular syrup. But like the kind you buy on shelves. But if it was maple syrup, ooh, that would be so good. Like actual maple syrup, not the one that they say is maple, but it's actually maple flavored. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like if you read the bottles, there's this very popular brand of syrup. But if you read the bottle, it says maple flavored. It's not actually maple syrup. And it feels like a scam. Yeah, it still tastes good, but it's like not the same. If I ever visit you, I am making you all. No. No. I'm not gonna do that. Nope. I mean, I said I wouldn't be picky, but if you're purposefully gonna make it weird food, I mean, I had that weird dare phase as a kid. I ain't doing that again. Why must I? Because I want to. Oh, come on. No, because, like, Like, what if you accidentally put something that I'm allergic to? Huh? Do you ever think about that, mister? I don't have any food allergies. I don't. But if you try to put something because it's a weird food idea and you're thinking of pranking me with something, I don't want to say what I'm actually allergic to because a lot of people usually think I'm joking. Because it sounds like such an absurd thing to be allergic to. That's, at first, people don't believe me. They think I'm just being childish and like I'm being scared or something. And it's like, no, I'm not scared of them. I'm just like legit allergic to them. But I don't want to say it. I really don't want to say it on stream because people are going to make fun of me. I think. I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing. Hi. Ha. He's trying to get to me. You jerk. Okay, so I can't do that. It's okay. I could just build from where I am. Eesh. What am I doing? I know. I'll do this. No, I don't do that with food. Okay, if you promise not to put anything weird and actual food, then maybe. You have to tell me what it is, though. I don't like going in blind when it comes to, like, taste testing food. I don't want to go with the creeper. Oh wait, I blocked myself in. Haha. I see you down there. Okay. I guess since I'm up here, I can start doing the roof. Well, where should I put the ladder? I kind of want to put the ladder in the middle, though. So used to seeing that, so I think I'll do that. So that could wait until I'm done. Okay, how about this? We do the taco pancakes. I mean, yeah, but I'm not really a big fan of ground beef, to be honest. I don't know why. It's just, I mean, it depends on like how it's seasoned, I guess. Yeah, I think it depends on how it's seasoned because I can have ground beef in certain situations, like pasta. Like if you put it in like for a meat sauce or something, then I could definitely do that. But I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. That's something to see in the future, I guess. Okay, so if I do this, and then I do this, haha. There. There. What's your favorite food? Ooh, I love love tamales. Like, yes, I really do like tamales. My grandma, she makes some really good ones. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I kind of miss it because when she would make them during the holiday seasons, oh, they were so good. But I moved away, so. I mean, like, the restaurants here that sell tamales, oh, they're not as good. But, like, nothing's ever good as your grandma's, so it could be just my own bias. But even, like there's this one restaurant that specializes in tamales, and they're called Granny's Tamales. They're legit, that's their name. And they go door to door, like to stores and all that, asking the employees if they had lunch yet, would they like to buy some tamales. Even though they have like an actual location, they still do that, I guess, like for deliveries or something. And this is before the whole pandemic thing. This is like before all that they would do these deliveries. I guess they're still doing it because of the pandemic, but whatever. And their tamales weren't really that good. Like, first of all, it would be pretty pricey. It's a lot of them. Like, I will admit, they do give you a lot, but it's also like, what was it? $12 for a pack, and that pack's only gonna be like one flavor, and usually, like, they kind of get it wrong. I guess they don't know how to label their stuff, or they get confused on their labels or something. Because sometimes a coworker will order pork, and then they'll give her spicy pork, and she doesn't like spicy. Like anything, she doesn't like spice. And I'm like, I get it. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But, like, the time that I actually bought from them, I bought some, like, bean tamales, because, you know, they're classic. It's the classic flavor. You get it wrong there, then you're gonna get it wrong everywhere. It's the safest bet. You don't want to get, like, a meat-based kind of thing, and then it not be good. Especially if it makes you sick. That's more dangerous. So I'd rather go with bean and just, like, see from there. But, oh god, it was really gross. Like, the beans themselves, it wasn't the masa for the tamales. That was fine. I mean, honestly, it tasted like it was semi-undercooked. Like, it definitely needed to be in the steamer for longer. And it had a little bit of a doughy taste. But that wasn't what really grossed me out. It was the beans. In my head, I honestly think, instead of, like, using water when they were cooking the beans or something, it tasted like it had pickle juice in it. And, like, what? Why? Like, how? Unless, like, they used vinegar in their recipe. But, like, why would you use vinegar in your recipe for beans? Unless you're pickling. Like, but still, it literally tasted like it had pickle juice in it. And it was so gross. So, yeah, and then, of course, they're not going to refund you. Because, again, they're delivery, so. So, whenever they come by saying, oh, are you guys going to come and you guys want some tamales for lunch today? We're like, oh, we already ate. Sometimes when we wouldn't have eaten yet, we would still be really hungry, but we're like, we already ate. And then we'll probably order pizza or something when they leave. See, Grandma knows how to make food. Yes. Nothing is ever the same. Yeah, pickle juice. Yes. I don't know how. It just, and I wasn't the only one. Like, I thought, like, maybe my taste buds were off. But no, my coworkers and my manager tasted them and like, what is this? Why does it have this sour taste to it? Like, in my head, I'm like, oh, God. Maybe I'm just thinking it's pickle juice. What if they're, like, spoiled or something? But, like, what? No. They shouldn't. I don't think that's what... I don't know. They were just really bad, and so I never ordered bean tamales from them ever again. I mean, there's another restaurant that also does deliveries, but they have, like, their own restaurant. They don't really focus on the delivery part. unless you call and ask for delivery, that also sells tamales, and they're pretty good. They also have these really interesting recipes. Like they have this cream cheese and spinach one, which I've never had before. I never thought of putting cream cheese in a tamale before. Not sorry, wait, no, I never thought of having spinach in a tamale before. Not cream cheese. Yes, I've had cream cheese. Don't know why I thought that. Anyways, but yeah, that was an interesting experience. They actually came out good. The spinach and the cream cheese ones. It's definitely an acquired taste though. Like, cause again, like the tamales have the masa, so if you don't like spinach to begin with, you're probably not gonna like it just with cream cheese. Ah, stop doing that. Ah. I'm probably gonna have to do this part. Yep. Okay. Um, though my coworkers did try my grandma's tamales, because one time, I think it was my first Christmas away from home after I moved away. Um, my dad was visiting me along with my brothers and my mom, I think. Or maybe she didn't come. I don't know. But my dad was visiting, and he brought over a bag of tamales that they had already frozen, for traveling purposes, that my grandma had made that year, and she's like, oh, she made these for you because she wanted to know you're safe, and so it was great, and it was different flavors, and I took like one of the bags to work, and my coworkers had them, and they're like, oh, they're so good. I'm like, yes they are. I'm all proud. God, I remember in school when I was real little, I used to have black olives. I never Yeah, I also remember liking black olives when I was a kid. And yeah, people that are picky can be real judgmental, I guess. But I honestly, like how I got my little brothers to, one of my little brothers to stop being picky, because they were picky eaters when they were growing up. How I got them to stop being picky was like convincing them to at least try it once. If you don't like it, I'm not going to force you to eat it, kind of thing. And so yeah, he does that. He's like, okay, I'll try it once, and then he turns out he likes certain things, which is great. It was funny. What was one of the things? Let's see. He never wanted to try cream cheese. He didn't want to try cream cheese. Like he would see me putting it on what would it be, putting it on bagels or in sandwiches with PB and jelly, or like I was always trying new things. Anyways, he never wanted to try it. He was always grossed out by it. He ended up loving it. He puts it in everything. um, Another thing is celery. No, wait, no, not celery. Yeah, celery. Yeah. He was really picky with celery, and then I did the whole thing that you do with celery as a kid to get kids to eat more vegetables. The peanut butter, and then like the little pretzels and raisins to make it look like an ant kind of thing. And he liked it. Of course he did, but still. Hee hee. Actually, if I'm going to be doing this, I don't think I'm going to be needing the slabs right here specifically. Yeah. As for me, I don't think I was a picky kid. And I can only say that because I liked a lot of things that kids didn't really like as a kid. Like, I thought it was funny. Like, you know that whole thing where kids don't like vegetables? I don't know if that's true, but like on TV they always made it out to be like that. Kids never want vegetables. You have to trick them into eating vegetables kind of thing. I liked like literally it didn't even have to be drizzled in melted cheese or anything. I literally liked the taste of like cauliflower and broccoli and all that. That was just, I don't know, chef's kiss to me. They tasted fine. Like, I mean, especially if you dip them in ranch, but like anything dipped in ranch tastes good. But I literally like the taste of cauliflower when it's raw. I don't know. Maybe I was a weird kid. Celery and peanut butter. I forgot about that. Yeah, celery and peanut butter is so good. So that's how I got him to like celery. Okay. I should probably take off the slabs on this part too. Yeah, especially if I want to do this. Okay. Yeah, we're just talking about food today, aren't we? I mean, nothing wrong with that. Food is good. There's nothing wrong with food. Food is it's a big part of life and a big part of culture. If you can't bond over food, what can you do? Yeah, that's fine. Maybe while I'm up here, I could probably put a torch, like, right there. So I definitely hear zombies, so I'm guessing they're under me. Nice. What's in his hand? Oh, he has a flower. He has a flower. For a second there, I thought he took one of my logs. That would be annoying. Cool. Looks fine on this side. What about this side? No gaps? Is that a gap? I think that's a gap. What's that? Oh no, it's just the roof. Should I do that? No, I shouldn't. I should. Wait, actually, no. Yeah, okay. That was a gap. Yeah, because the side's sealed up. Okay. If I jump off, will I die? I mean, the barn's almost as tall as my house. My house has 3 stories, not including stilts. Okay, go enjoy your taco pancakes. I will be here with my sensible tastes. I'm kidding. I heard someone. Nothing? I said nothing? There's no plots. Okay. Torch is right there. And then we should have torch right there. And torch right there. No, wait, that's not even. So then right there, get rid of that one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to jump down at this point. Get your sword out and see if we can land. Yeah. Creeper! He blew himself up. And the zombie. That's great. Nice. Where's the guy? I heard him. Oh, there he is. Hello, sir. What are you selling today? Flower, fern, seeds. Ooh, coral. So nothing useful. Got it. Do me a favor and just kind of stay right there. Nope, 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 nope. Please stay right there. Nope, no, no, no. Dang it. Yes, come back. Come back. Nothing suspicious. Obviously, nothing suspicious. Just go over here. Over here. Over here. I promise there's nothing suspicious. Maybe if I... Dang. No! No, don't leave. Go back that way. Yeah, go back this way. Oh, no, go back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Okay. What if I do... No, 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 no. Stay over here. Stay over here. Ah! Seriously? Wait. I'm making this complicated. Okay. Yes, 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 exactly. Stay there. Ah! Really? Your llama's getting in the way, sir. There. Cool. Just trying to figure out how to trap you, but that was probably the better move. Let's see. There. You can't escape now. And I ran out of dirt, so that's fine. Point is, as long as you guys don't escape. I need dirt, though. So if I get rid of the bottom blocks, I don't have to worry about you guys using the top blocks. Yes. Yes. Just need you to walk in a certain way so I could separate you. Like that. Perfect. Now if I isolate you, I could break that leash a little bit better. Maybe if I... Excuse me, just need a... don't have any more dirt to use. Well, actually, I could use the bottom dirt, so that's fine. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna make my grandma's... Ooh, Jewish meatloaf. I've never had Jewish meatloaf. Is it delicious? I don't have to worry about them trying to escape because right now they're attached to the lead. So if I shorten the box. What makes it Jewish? Is it because, like, the wait. It's only pork that needs to be kosher, right? Right? No, wait, I have no idea. Oh, no onions! Oh, okay, that's perfectly fine. I'm not really... I mean, I like onions, but only if they're cooked. You know? I don't really care for them raw or anything like that, so... Okay, so now... it's all filled up, so I don't have to worry about that. As for you... if you would follow me. Nope, you can't get to them, so you best try to start walking away. Here, I'll even move this. Encourage you to walk. Did he break your leads yet? Nope, he didn't. He didn't. Wait! 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 No! Shit. I did something stupid. I said something's really stupid. Yep, I did something really stupid. Yep. I accidentally hit the guy, so now they're gonna kill me. Sheesh. Wait, did I break the leads? Why is he over here? Yep, they're gonna try to kill me, so I'm just gonna... maybe if I give it a good night's rest, maybe they will stop shooting at me. Yeah, I messed that one up. Don't laugh, it's not that funny. I mean, yeah, it is kind of... Shoot! Shoot, 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 shoot. No, 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 no. Wait. That's not good enough fence. That is definitely not it. Are they still following? Oh, I guess their leads did break. Oh yeah, the leads did break. No, I have not died, so not death by llama. In fact, I'm in bed. So it will be daytime, so I don't have to worry about mobs. And then I could heal. Whew. Okay. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Are they still out there? Do they still want me dead? Probably. Should probably get some more dirt. I'm probably gonna need that. Is my armor? Oh. Yeah, it is. I don't really pay attention to armor, though. I don't see them. Oh, wait, no, I see one over them. Okay. Okay, so I gotta rebuild the fence. Fill in the creeper hole. least my llamas don't hate me. You think the llamas still hate me? You think they're gonna try to kill me again? Asking for a friend. No, they're out there grazing. I mean, the only way to find out is to go out there and find out. Okay, he hasn't started spitting on me, which is a good sign. Haha! Llamas do what they do. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, I should probably go get those other two. Are they still in here? Oh wait. Ah, they despawned, didn't they? It's because I didn't tame them. Ah, I forgot to tame them. All that hard work. Water balloon or Nerf gun? Water balloon! I like water balloons. They're fun. Aww. I wanted more llamas. Which means I should probably start taming these guys because I don't want them to despawn either. Maybe I should just put them on leads. But, I mean, I still got extra leads, so that's fine, I guess. I mean, it sucks that they despawned it, but whatever. Where's the villager? Is he still over there? If so, I'm gonna go kill him. Haha, he's still trapped. And there's nothing you can do. You know, when you die, you could drop an item. Or experience, that would be nice too. Doubt I'll get any, but I forgot I needed to fill this in. When you come back, you're gonna see that I already killed a guy. And you have missed it. So no one tell him. He'll just have to rewatch. Huh, who knows? I'll probably make a little YouTube clips of this. That would be fun. Villagers sure did waste my time. I should have been making my treehouse by now. But I'm still working on a barn. Nah, it's not his fault I get distracted. Although it is his fault I had to, like... what's the word? But the thing with the llamas, that whole thing where they're shooting at me, that definitely was his fault. He shouldn't have gotten in the way. We what? Okay. No more dirt. Now just barn. I think I just finished the top parts. Yay. It's like the opposite of when I was building the house. Hee. Thank you. Okay, so let's see how we're doing this. We should have like an open door, like from around this part, I think. Wait. Eesh, what is depth perception? Does that exist? Who knows? No. Make it wider. The door to the barn should be wider for sure. So maybe. So if we do it like that. Why does it look different? I mean, this wall looks like it's longer than this wall. Why? This one's 2, 3, 4. This one's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's why. There. Okay, so we got. It's almost perfect too. And then in this corner, and then in this corner. Nope. There, that's symmetrical. So, should probably make some stalls. Much like what we did with the horses, except, how did we do it with the horses? We did it with bricks, right? Yeah, we could use the bricks, I guess, again. But since they're cows, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because it would give them 3 blocks of space each, and then that's from the door. So if I go all the way over here. There, because I don't think I have that many cows. So that's 4 stalls. Should I have one in the center? Well, I need to make a column for the ladder, so... Ooh, that was fun. Ooh, what if I put that one like this? So it'd be like a little step. Cool. And then for this top part, I could probably make some haystacks and put them around. Yeah, that would make sense. And then, what else do they store up here on these tops? It's been a long time since I've been to a ranch. Like a long time. Oof. I think I mentioned it before, but I have cousins who their grandparents had a ranch. So of course, whenever I would play with my cousins at their grandparents' house, because for some reason my grandparents were always friendly with the other in-laws of whoever married their kids. So, I don't know, they're always on good terms. So sometimes I would go over, but I was really small back then. How did it look like? I remember there was a lot of haystacks. They were huge. They were huge haystacks. I don't really remember what the top looked like. I think it's more for storage, right? Right, there wouldn't be really anything up here except for storage, I would assume. Either way, it's poorly lit, so I should probably put some more torches around here somewhere. Actually, I have an idea. It only makes sense that there's some kind of railing so people don't fall. Ta-da! Okay, so I'll definitely put some haystacks up here. I don't know, maybe... Well, this is our barn. We could have fun with it. We don't have to make it super realistic. So maybe I could have like a little bed up here. Kind of like in The Ring where Samara's parents had her, like, you know, sleep in the barn with all the horses. Ooh, we can make like a little Ring homage. Does anyone else like scary movies, or is that just me? I personally love scary movies. Absolutely the best. 100%. Like, me and my mom, we love scary movies. Like, I have so many vivid memories of going to see scary movies. Like, I don't really have that much of a memory for this one, but it is a story that was retold to me by a person that was there. Apparently, when I was like 4 years old, my dad and my godfather took me to the theater. This is around the time my parents were fighting, so... yeah, so anyways, so it was my dad's weekend, so he took me to the theater with my godfather, and they asked me what movie I wanted to see, and I said I wanted to see the vampire movie. So they did. They took me into the vampire movie. He was really expecting me to want to see Disney or something like that, but I don't know. And then when they realized how bloody this movie was going to be, I guess they thought it was going to be like a PG-13 movie or something. No, it was rated R. They didn't check the ratings. As soon as they saw how bloody it was, my godfather said he was worried about me, so he turned to see, and he said that there was like this giant smile on my face, and I'm like, Yeah, that sounds like me. I really like scary stuff. What can I say? And it's hilarious because my dad, kind of, and then my brothers, oh, they hate scary movies so much. Like, it's when let's say when they started becoming teenagers, where they like, okay, we'll watch this scary movie with you, and yeah, I'm not gonna be afraid, kind of attitude. It's like, sure, you won't. Oof, I love scary movies. I like to tease that they don't. My dad will watch scary movies with me because, again, I love scary movies, but he will not watch scary movies with my mom because she laughs. Like, instead of like jumping in fear or anything, like whenever there's a jump scene, she will laugh. He doesn't want to deal with that. Come here. Calm down. Your own fault for getting hurt. You shouldn't be up here. How many cows are up here? Wait. Where are the other two? You and you. Follow. Troublemakers. Come on. One at a time. You guys all can come in. Okay. Is there any other cows over here? I should just do 4. What's up? Hey, Winter. Is there anyone else being naughty? No? Everything good, Autumn? Okay, cool. You guys watch the house. Now all 4 of you. Ah! Who's shooting at me? All of you stay there while I go handle... Ah! He died in the sun. It's okay. You. There. Is that everyone? No one's down here. Oh, I have a lot more cows than I thought. I think I need to make it bigger then. No. It's a good size. I just need to figure out... Actually, I'm overthinking it again. I need to put like a little fencing area around it. Like the cobblestone wall. That's perfect. I could use the cobblestone wall. So that way they could be inside and outside grazing. There. Yeah. I was gonna have that little lake area. That's right. What is my favorite scary movie? Good question. Let me think. Like, I really like scary movies, but like, it really depends on my mood of what kind of scary movie I will watch. Like, I love vampire movies. There's not that many werewolf movies. There used to be a lot more back in the day, but now they don't really make them that much. I like vampires. Zombies. Zombies are really good. I don't know, I don't really like to play favorites that much, so I won't say I have a definitive... Wait. I have to think about that for a second. Okay, so I was gonna say I don't have a definitive out of every single scary movie favorite. And I was gonna like try to figure out one for each subgenre of scary movies. But I just thought about it. No. My favorite scary movie of all time, this is the one thing I could say for sure, because again, I'm kind of indecisive about a lot of things, is going to be a movie called Cube. It's an old movie. I want to say it's from the early 90s. And it's low budget, I want to say, because, like, it mostly takes place in one location, if you think about it. It's, really interesting, deaths. There's a lot of interesting deaths in it. Because, of course, scary movie. Not everyone can live in a scary movie. What else can I say about Cube? Because I don't want to give away the plot. I really don't. If you guys haven't seen it, I encourage you guys to watch it. It's so good. It's, like, so good. But think of it like... So I probably should say, like, as a little precursor warning. Think of it like the Saw movies, where it's people trapped in a location and certain situation that they have to try to, I mean, maybe escape, but not really escape. Like survive. Well, no, they're trying to escape, so yeah. Yeah, it's that kind of movie. But this is like made before Saw movies, so I think some credit is owed, but that's just me. Maybe I made it too wide. Maybe I made it too wide. Yeah, I think I might have made it too wide. Let's see. Sunflower, you're getting in the way. Wait, how did that get there? Okay, so let's go get that one. I guess we're not going to include that lake then. Okay, so other than Cube, I guess my next... Okay, so I can't say what my second favorite scary movie is, but I can say one of my favorite zombie movie? Yes. Let's go with zombies first. Is, well, obviously I like the Night of the Living Dead series, but that's classic, you know, original zombie movie. But, oh no, I think it's still too wide. Yeah, it's still too wide. I gotta trim it down some more. Okay, so it's also an older movie. Was it also in the 90s? I don't know, maybe late 90s, early 2000s. And it's a sequel too. It's not like the first one in its series. But it's a movie called Return of the Living Dead 3. Specifically the third one. That one's my favorite zombie movie. Like, for sure. Like, no doubt in my mind. That one's my favorite zombie movie. And I don't want to give the plot away again, because I do encourage you guys to, like, check it out. They're so good. Like, so good. But if you guys aren't going to check it out, because, again, they are pretty scary. And then this one specifically is pretty bloody. Like, oof. I guess, like, a big, trigger warning for this movie is there is a lot of body horror in this. And I mean, yeah, it's a zombie movie. There's going to be some body horror, but no, you do not understand. This is, like, really bad. Really, really bad body horror in this one. Like, oof. Gives you chills. You don't want this happening to you kind of body horror. Same distance? I think so. I'm out of bricks. Guess I need to go make some. It's okay. I have plenty of cobblestone. Okay, so how do I explain it? It's the third one. And then, like, the Return of the Living Dead series, it's based kind of off of the Night of the Living Dead series, except I think Night of the Living Dead doesn't explain how the zombies are made. This one is these are toxic zombies. Well, no, they're not specifically toxic zombies, but they were made because of the military doing some kind of... I want to say this is during the time when there's like a lot of movies that involved like some kind of toxic waste leaked into the environment and it created something. Kind of like that movie Eight-Legged Freaks, where there is toxic waste that was accidentally dumped into a lake and the crickets were eating or drinking the water of the lake, and a man was catching crickets there specifically to feed his spiders because he owns a spider farm, like a little pet shop that sells spiders specifically. And he was feeding the crickets to the spiders, and then because the spiders ate the toxic waste that was in the crickets, they grew giant. Eight-Legged Freaks. That's a fun movie. I forgot what I was gonna do. What? No, it wasn't about sleeping. I got so into talking about scary movies, I totally forgot I was gonna make walls. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. But yeah. So in this movie, the plot involves, I think the first one involves toxic waste being leaked somehow. I think it was leaked into the earth and it made its way to a graveyard. I don't know. I haven't seen the first one in a very long time. I don't remember the plot. Maybe I'm confusing it for the second. Either way. So, and then zombies happen. That's how the zombies happen, because of this toxic waste. And the third one involves, like, the military having done its job of getting rid of all the zombies, and then whatever zombies they couldn't get rid of, they trapped them in these biohazard barrels. Like, no one dare come near these. We're locking them away. We don't really know how to dispose of them. Or maybe they're holding on to them because, government wanting to do more science experiments kind of thing. I don't remember. Plots. Just how plots work. Anyways, the third one, I don't want to give away the plot. It's so good. Like, the movie itself is so good. But let's just say the main character is the son of the general. Yeah, that's the way to say it. He's the son of the general, and somehow he got involved. And that's as far as I'm going to say, because I really don't want to just give it away. It's such a good movie. Okay, so we got the whole border settled. Like, it's not even, because I think the second one involves these barrels that are full of toxic waste and zombies. Kind of like the Resident Evil movies, where they had, like, the liquor inside that place, and when the power was turned off, it was able to escape. So I think the second one involved that. Like, they were able to break out of their containers. Well, this one, instead of doing that same plot, the zombies come into the movie also from the barrels, but differently, and it's involving the main character, which is the general's son. That's all I'm going to say, because I really don't want to give away anything of this movie. It's so good. I love it. But that's just my opinion. I really like scary movies. Like, so I could say it's good. But if it's not to your taste, then maybe you guys won't think it's good. So I shouldn't be trying to influence anyone. These are just my opinions. Ow! What are you doing back up here? What? Get out of my house. Die. Okay, as long as they're not dead, I am fine. What should I do? Oh, I should make a gate for the barn. Yeah, I'm gonna need more sticks. Yeah, I guess we'll use birch. Thinking. I don't think there's anything else I need to do, so... Leash on that one. Give me all the leashes. Okay, so then you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I'll come back for you in a second. I think I'm having steak. No. And you. Okay. All of you, follow me. Come on. Cool. Follow. Keep following. Okay. Over here. Come this way. Okay. And close this up. And then the fastest way to do this would be, haha. Okay, let me just make sure. There. Barn's fine. Where should I put the gate? No, it makes sense if I take the gate over here. Right here. There. Sorry. Okay, do I have all of... Yeah, I have them. Okay, you guys could go do your thing. Actually, you follow me. Come on. Over here. Over here. Over here. Come over here. Go in there. And with you in there, let's put a little fence. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. So I can enter, but he cannot escape. Okay, this is your pen. You stay there. And then you're next. Come over here. Come over here. Eh. Scooch. Hee hee. Thank you. You. Scooch, scooch. Okay, that leash was holding on to nothing. That's funny. And then one more. You two get to wander around. Scooch inside, scooch inside, scooch inside. A little more. There. And done. Excuse me. Okay, so you guys are going to be the dairy cows, and you guys are going to be the grazing cows. I need to get more torches. Be right back. You guys stay here. Oh, I forgot. Dang it! I think he killed my cow. Winter! How'd you get down here? Oh my gosh. How'd you get down here? I'm gonna call you Slate. Slate, how'd you get down here? You guys... Were you guys that... Oh... Were you guys that close? I think you guys were that close. Aw, cow's dead. Sad. Oh. Yeah, because Winter was... Yeah, he was right here. How'd he get down there? Autumn, you're safe? Okay. First things first. I'm panicking. First things first. Winter needs food. And then... Oh, that cow died. Creeper killed my cow. I mean, it was a joke. I wasn't gonna turn him into steak. Oh. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it now. But what I can do... Okay, cool. Nothing else is down here. So... I'm gonna eat some of this. Oh, fully healed? I guess so. You guys okay? Maybe. Oh, you're one of... No, you're Navy. You're one of the new ones. Oh! I don't want you to despawn, so you're staying right there. Crimson, you okay? Plum, are you okay? Who else? Violet, are you okay? Where's the other one? Wait. Where'd the other one go? Did it die? Did the creeper kill the other llama? It wasn't one of my llamas. But it was one of my llamas. One of my new llamas. Oh, sad. That is very, very sad. These skeletons just keep hiding under the trees. Oof. I just remembered. What I was gonna do. Okay, so I do have a torch. Okay. I'm blinking for a second. What else do I need? Cool. Well, that's definitely a clear sign I should be putting, you know, more torches in my house. Maybe the geese should have been the new spawn. Too late. They're gone now. There's no chance to vote. Okay, so that right there. I mean, at least the staircase wasn't broken. There's that doorway. Oh, is that how it looked? I don't think so. Actually, I think... yeah, I think that one was spruce. Do I have any other spruce? I do! Nice. Any others? Nope. Actually, I need more spruce anyways. Ugh. I'm so frazzled. I don't know what to think. Turn that into planks. Okay, I think that's fine. How are we gonna get Winter back up here? I mean, the sheep could climb up by itself, but Winter specifically. I mean, I could make a staircase, have him follow me. That would probably work. I mean, we could make a temporary staircase, I guess. Okay, Winter, follow me. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Stay in the kitchen. Autumn, come here. Good girl. Stay in the kitchen. I don't want you guys to fall. I feel so frazzled, like... I don't know what to think. Oh no, it's still it still needs more stuff. Does that mean that part was down here? Maybe? I mean, it's probably destroyed in the creeper blast, so... I guess it works like that. I feel like this part shouldn't be like that, though. Oh, did the floor extend all this way? Maybe. Oh, wait. I have an idea. Put that there, and then that one right there. There, I think that's, yeah, maybe. I think that's how it was. So then, first thing, put a candle right there. Maybe one right there. Right there. I don't know where else we could put a torch. Guess one right here. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to go. Yep, that's as far as we're going to go. Okay, so we finished with the barn. And that was the last one, I think. Because... yeah, this one should be like the last one, because we're planning on keeping the llamas inside. There's no other animal. Yeah, it's just the llamas. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so now that we're done with the barn, I feel like I need to fix that, but that could be a decoration for later. Now that we finish with that, okay, so where do we start? There's this tall one, but that one could be last. We start by getting food. And probably more supplies, because I'm going to need more supplies. Definitely going to need more supplies. Also... only because it's really bugging me. Yeah, it's really bugging me. I don't even know why I did it like that. If I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea why I did it like that. It's pretty dark down here, so... need to give you guys some extra light. We never did finish the basement. So that's another thing to work on. Okay, so for the platform, what do we have to work with? We have plenty of dirt, so we could use that for towering purposes. I'm gonna get rid of that block. It's just a solitary block. I might be able to put a use to these. I want to turn them into slabs. What else? What else? Actually, no, I might keep these. They could be useful. Let's hold on to the wood and stuff, because that could be useful. Stone pressure plates. Clay. Oh, we still have dirt. Boat. I'm gonna need food, so good. Let's plant these. We need to plant these. I don't need the weeds anymore. Don't need those right now. Yep. I'm gonna use a bunch of these. I already know I am. Cool. Nice. And then, just in case, I might need these. Actually, I need some sticks so I can make some more torches. That's plenty. What else? I don't need the hole right now, it's gonna stay there. And I don't need the flint and steel, so I could stay there. Coal and sticks, so I don't need them right now. Right. Autumn, winter. Was this always so open? Yes, I'm just being paranoid now because of that creeper. Oof. Okay. And now we get to do the thing that I was hoping to do from the beginning, but we got distracted because animals. Ah! Really? You attack me and then you leave? Die. Okay, that one's gonna be the last one to work with. Let's work with these tall ones first. Not this one, really. Well, actually, maybe this one. This one. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Oh, but I don't wanna. Oof. Oh, I know. Because I don't wanna, like, you know, ruin it. So I'll make me a temporary ladder. I like the way this looks. I don't wanna ruin that. So from here is going to be our launching point to the rest. So how would I do this? Maybe like that. Okay. Okay. And then from here, okay, I'm only doing that so I could do this. Nice. Did I do that right? I think so. Maybe not. So now the bushes are getting in the way. Okay, so instead of this way, keep it like that. Nope, nope, it's still getting in the way. Ah, I'm gonna have to cut these leaves maybe. Well, if that's the case. Yep, it's definitely the leaves that are getting in the way. You're ruining my plans. How dare you? There. There. Okay, cool. Okay, and now... Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. Probably overthinking it. Wait. Oh, this one should be going up. Yeah, see, I already messed it up. All that planning. For shame. For shame. Wait. Yes. Okay, cool, cool. All is not lost yet. Go away. Go away. Okay, so... I can't just put a slab on top of a slab because they tend to both break when you try to break the one. But I can do this. So these two, and then this one's going to have, yes. So I could do that, and then this one to this one. This one, however, is not going to do that, so do it this way, get rid of that one, put it in this way. Haha! No. Haha! Yes! Okay. Originally I was thinking wood, but I've made a cobblestone bridge like this before, and I thought it would look nice if I used stone. So, stone is what we're using. And it puts this kind of stone type to use. Because when it's polished, it doesn't look too bad. But this one's called, what's it called? Andesite. Andesite. So when it's polished, it doesn't look too bad. When it's just regular, it's like, bleh. Aha. Is this tall enough? This is probably tall enough, so now I could just make a regular bridge. But first, go back down to collect all the stuff that I dropped, because I need one of these before it despawns. And also, I need to get rid of... Break, 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 break faster. Yay. Yes. Yeah, I can't do that from here. Ooh. Looks pretty. I like the way it... Ooh, looks cool. Kind of looks like scales. Ooh. Kind of like the underbelly of a snake scale. Yes, that looks cool. This is just temporary. I want like a ladder leading up to that. Yeah. Yeah, like a ladder will definitely lead up to this part. Go away. And then from here, they're gonna be straight because I want it to get to the other tree. Oh, welcome back, Ethical. Did you just get back, or am I just barely seeing the message? So I already finished on the barn part. So now I'm starting on my treehouse part, or at least what I was planning to do for a treehouse. Oh, maybe I'm too high. Maybe, but I'll fix the bridge at a different point. Like right now. At least when I get to this part. So I kind of want to build like an interconnecting tree house between all the tall trees. And I know we can't exactly have like a, what's it called? You know those ropes that you could swing down from? Zip line. Okay, so we can't really have a zip line in the game that's functional. I think you could use tripwire to look like a zip line, but can't really use it. So bridges. That I'm gonna have to settle on bridges. Oh, you just got back. Okay, cool. I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have like a little tree house between all the trees. But right now I'm just doing the groundwork for how I want the bridges to look. And then I'll decorate the house parts later. Ooh, maybe glass, maybe wood, or maybe each could be different. That'll be pretty cool. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my little diamond bridges because I like how they look. Almost there. And then from here, we're probably gonna have to do it to like just a regular square bridge. Ah! Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna hate when I have to break that. Aha! We're already here. I didn't even notice. Isaac versus Steve? That's what you're asking, right? Because we're going with that, Isaac versus Steve. So I would prefer Isaac over Steve as a character. And we're not elaborating on that any further. Because you're not going to ask me which game I prefer. Because I don't like picking favorites. Oh, you weren't here for that whole conversation. So I was just talking about, like, I was talking about scary movies, actually, but I don't think I ever finished that entire topic, but it was mostly like a conversation of what my favorites were, but I don't really like to choose, because I'm really indecisive. I'm sure you remember. So, I won't choose a favorite video game, but I will choose a favorite character if it's between those two options. So between Isaac and Steve, it's going to be Isaac. 100%. Why are you saying damn it? Do you prefer Steve as a character? Because he's just like, you know, a character. I don't know. I don't know how to describe that. Okay, so far, not bad. And now we're going that way. I was going to say, so you like Isaac more. Yeah, as a character, right? Right. That's what we're sticking with. Oh, I almost went too far. Okay, so this part is where we're going to do the straight bridge. Maybe we do it, yes. So, from up here, the only thing I really have to fear would be phantoms. Or things spawning, but I don't know if they will spawn yet. No phantoms tonight. Not yet. Don't want to jinx myself. By the way, the thing you're working on is going to be cool. Yes! Yes, it is. It looks pretty cool so far. Even though it's just like a bridge. But I think it looks cool. It's more like a tree village instead of a tree house. Possibly. There's so many zombies. Zombies. To me, every zombie is Fred. No. Yes. And then... there. Okay, so... Looks kind of funny. Maybe I'll build something like an in-between the bridges. So it kind of looks better. But for now... Let me see. For now... Oh, look! He has enchanted golden armor! But even if I kill him, it's probably not going to drop. I kind of want to connect that tree to this tree. But I don't think that would. Or maybe I can, if I go from here. Maybe I should just work with these so far, and then if it feels like it won't be too much, then maybe I'll connect that one. So from here, since it's the tallest one, this one we can make it maybe 2 stories. That would be pretty cool. Maybe. Let's just go ahead and expand the platform then. Okay, cool. I don't like how unbalanced that looks. Yeesh. Whoops. Run, 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 run. Haha. Haha. Ah! Spider! Where'd you come from? There's so many of them. They're blocking the spider, which is good, but still. The only big threat was the spider. Cat needs to eat a Snickers? Yeah. He does. Oh, no. No. I heard the sizzling. Oh! It dropped an iron! I want to get the iron. I really do want to get the iron. But there's a creeper down there. I can see the creeper from here. Yeah, I can see the creeper from here. I don't have a bow and arrow. Sheesh. Yeah, it just wants to kill me, doesn't it? Nice. Nice. Oh! I messed up. The iron's gone. Oh, I wasn't thinking. It was right next to the iron too. I could have gotten that. Oh. No. Oh wait, you have enchanted boots. I want those boots now. Wait, you're too far. I can't hurt you now. And it's already daytime. I should have just waited. Nice to what? To the zombies. Where's the other zombie? Oh, there he is. Okay. No iron. Oh well. I was reckless. It's my fault. It may have cost an iron, but the firework was great. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And I didn't get any damage from that. Did you ever see when I totally killed that supercharged creeper in one shot. It was like it was a stream. Like, no, you were here for that, weren't you? I think so. I don't remember. This was a while ago. But that one was fun too. That was pretty cool. I thought that was cool. Actually, you're not gonna go there. Because right here is going to be the ladder. So, yes. Yes. Okay. So from this point, I'm going to be putting the platform. Okay. Oh, nice. Yep, I want to make it all balanced just so it looks nice. So, like that. Yes. Okay, cool. Yep, that's a better ladder. There you are. Do, 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 do. And then when the ladder's here, this part's going to be sealed up. But for now, since I'm using it as a stair, I'm going to keep that open. Now what? Okay, so this is the bridge. Oh. Okay. This is the bridge. This is one platform. More bridge. Another platform. Another bridge that I was fixing. Yes, that's right. I fell because I was fixing this. Like that. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? I was too busy running to notice what I was doing. I saw the YouTube vid, I think. Wait, no, I watched an old stream. Yes, it was an old stream. Because I don't think I put that one on YouTube. It was really cool though. Like, I was impressed. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to kill it in one shot, but that was pretty cool. Okay, be careful when running on bridge, because you could fall. Should probably put a rail. So temporarily gonna have these here so I can remember to put a rail there. What should I make the rail out of? Possibly cobblestone. I could do cobblestone. Rail's gonna go there, but this one's going to be like a fun little rope bridge. Like, you know, like not necessarily having a rail, but the straight ones should have a rail. Or maybe I'll just make a rail right here too. But that's a thought for later. have you played the kindergarten game? Played, not played. Again, English. Okay, I haven't played it, but I have watched streams of it. Not streams. What's the streams? Yeah, I watched streams of it. Of someone playing it. Who did I watch playing it? Who did I watch playing it? I don't remember, but I watched someone playing it, so I know the story, and it sounds like fun. So I don't own it yet, but it's a game that I wouldn't mind playing and like buying and all that. Okay, so I'm making these slightly bigger, so they're going to be 3 instead of 2, and then from there. I was kind of thinking of making like glass walls for these things, just because like they're so high up, you're gonna want to see a view. But maybe not all of it should be glass. Maybe like the roof part of it should be glass, and then the rest can be... the rest can be... well, maybe wood. Because we already have stone. Stone can be the floor. We don't have to have it like as the walls. If that makes sense. Cool. Nice platform. So for the walls part, we could use... birch. We'll use birch, because that one looks actually really nice. Hello. Hazard Springy. Nice to see you. Nugget knows the coffee bird. Coffee bird is all powerful. Yep. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use birch for the walls. Just, you know, I think it will look nice for a tree house. And then... but if it's all the way up... okay, this one's a little hard to say. You know what? I'm probably gonna have to look for a lot of sand and melt it down for glass, because I really don't want to block out the view. So maybe just the bottom line can be birch, and then glass all along the walls, and then on the top part of the roof we could put more birch. Also, this one's the tall tree, so this one could be the 2-story one, so we don't have to like worry too much like that, right? Right. Okay. What you building? Oh, and also, hi, kitty. Yeah, the cat's a little feisty right now. Right now, I've decided to connect all the trees that are on, that I've planted like a while ago. Because I like how tall they came out. So I'm connecting them all into like this giant kind of interconnected, not really a tree house at this point. It seems more like a tree village. So that's the idea. But since it's like so high up, I want it to like be really pretty with the windows and all that. There. Actually, we have enough cobblestone, so we could probably put the cobblestone for the rails. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. So So until we have the walls... Oh, I could do like what I did on my house and have this be like the outline. Yes. Okay, so I want to have glass right here. So for now... Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So we could do this. Yeah, that makes sense. Right? I think that makes sense. Oh, okay. You don't have to talk in chat if you don't want to. Thanks for being here though. I mean, like, I tend to just like talk a lot, like even to myself. So if you don't feel comfortable, that's fine. I'm not gonna expect you guys to answer my questions. Although, if you do ask questions, I do have a habit of like when I see them answering, so that's fine. Actually, since this is a small part, I think I could turn this into just like a regular wall. Yeah, because I'm not really going to need the view at this point. The view's mostly going to be for like the outside parts. Yes, and then we have the bridge already, so we don't have to worry about seeing the view from here. And actually, since that's going to be the second floor, we could just use the planks for that part. Yeah, that works. Oh, remember the thing my cousin did? Oh, you mean the trolling thing? Yeah. It wasn't my other friend. It was my little brother who happened to be in the Discord with us. Yeah. I'm still not convinced that was your cousin. I'm partially convinced it was you trolling us. No. Either way, I don't mind. I like Neon Cat, so it wasn't like if their intention was to annoy, it didn't really work because we were kind of spamming Discord with the Neon Cat memes after that. So, oops, nope, this one. Okay, so where were you going with that story? Yes, okay, cool. Not bad, not bad. I think I'm gonna leave this part open. And then probably on the second floor. At this point, it's probably when I'm gonna get like... Oof, this isn't good. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Probably gonna need to get the ladders already for this part if I'm gonna build on the second floor. Either way, so all this empty space is gonna be glass. So, we could have the torch, just here for now. Until we like figure it out a little more. And then the second floor we could build when we get ladders. Let's just get rid of all this dirt, since we're gonna use the bridge as a railing. Don't have to worry about the dirt being there. I don't even know how they did it. They did it on the PC, IVC with my phone. Oh, okay. I don't know. Like, it was really loud too. But Before you got there with the neon cat, they had actually done it earlier with Rick rolling. So they're like, but they're playing it on such a high volume, like it was like it more hurt the ears than annoyed. At first, you just gotta lower the volume. But yeah, no big deal. I mean, like even if it was your cousin that did that, it's okay. Kids be kids. Okay, and then we could continue the bridge this way. Or, now that I'm here, I keep thinking we can make like a little juncture in between. And we can always change our mind later. Let's just go ahead and put the bridge here. Wait. Okay, I don't think I can walk through them. So maybe as stone pillars will be fine. It's okay, don't worry about it. Trolls be trolls. Okay, let's get rid of the dirt and see if I fall. I'm gonna fall though. Let's fall onto this side where the donkeys are, because that one's a little closer to the ground and this will hurt less. Let me get rid of the dirt first. It's really annoying me. Woo. Okay, cool. I heard that. They're already trying to shoot at me. There's a zombie on my roof. Oh my gosh, when did that happen? Okay. And then from here we could put another torch. Before I test it out, I kind of just want to put things down before I have to get more supplies, you know? Okay, and then this way. Okay, and then... Okay, so that side's gonna be our pretty little two-story glass house. This side... I guess he fell on the roof. Okay. This side, we can turn it into... Maybe instead of birch, we could use oak. Or I could go hunting for more spruce. Oh, you're going to sleep? Okay. Good night. Have a good night. Bye, Ethical. I mean, I could do birch. Or I could do oak. I mean, maybe birch, so that way they look like they're matching. And then more railings for the bridge. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna have to put that one there and take off this one. And let's just go with birch. So that's matching. I think it'll look nice if it's birch. Ah! Someone's hiding under my tree. How dare they? Haha. I still managed to do it. Oh, that means he's down with the pigs. Poor piggies. They're getting scared. There. That looks fine. Okay, so same concept. We're gonna have glass here. So this could be... Yeah, that looks fine, I think. And then from here... Cool. And then put a dirt here so we go on top. Okay, so this is the tallest part, so this part we could do like a little mini roof. Maybe. Maybe a mini roof. We could do like a little flat roof with a cobblestone. Or we could do a pointy roof. Out of birch. That's fine. Okay, so I need to get more supplies. Still have the slabs. And I still have the stone walls. Yep, I'm gonna need to go hunting for more trees later. Someone's burning in the sun. Okay, so I guess before we go hunting for more trees, we should finish with the railings. Why is it doing that? Oh, I just remembered I never got to finish that conversation. Oh, okay. So a lot earlier, I was talking about scary movies. Only because, like, I really love scary movies. But I hate picking favorites. So, let me see. I already talked about my favorite scary zombie movie. I don't want to give away the plot for it, but again, it's Return of the Living Dead 3. Let's see, what's my favorite vampire movie? I mean, like, there's the classic Anne Rice ones. Those were fun, but they're not really scary. Those were just, like, more compelling with the characters. I mean, there's not many horror movies that actually have vampires anymore, because they kind of gone from, like, scary monsters to, like, character stories about being immortal and, like, falling in love as an immortal and, you know, stuff like that. So I don't think I would consider vampires scary anymore. Like, the last scary movie I ever saw with vampires was probably the movie Vampires. But that was like a, what was it, a Clive Barker movie, so of course it was scary. It had to be scary. It's Clive Barker. He's the guy that made Hellraiser, so. Was it Clive Barker? Yeah, I think it was Clive Barker. Either way, even if it wasn't him, it was still a scary movie. I mean, I could say that one of my favorite vampire movies, even though it's not scary, like, at all, was probably, like, The Little Vampire. But that's, like, a kid's movie. But it's really cute, and I really like it. Let me see here. Okay, I think that's wide enough for our platform. And of course we're gonna need torches. And then final one. Of course, this one I actually don't want to put railings on, just because, like, it looks prettier like this. As for those are, like, the more serious ones. What do you guys think? Should I put railings on this one? Maybe. Possibly. And then this one, of course, is just going to be a platform. This one, I don't want to turn it into a house since it is the shorter of the trees. So I'll just stick to those being like the little houses, and then this one can be like the launching off point. So we need to go make more trees so we could get obviously some more birch planks and some birch slabs. Also going to need, what else we're gonna need? Ladders. We definitely need more ladders. That's for sure. Probably some other stuff. Did I drop anything? Just dirt. Hello, pigs. Creepers. Creepers, stop scaring my pigs. Whee. Donkeys are just chilling. Okay. The horses are just... Oh, you guys all just kind of... Okay. Is there any others? Nope, they're all inside. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad they're using their little house. And then... chickens are fine. And they're also using their little house. That's cool. Like, I honestly wasn't expecting them to do that, because, you know, animals like to wander. These two are still there, but give them time. They'll move around. The others are still there. I don't know. I'm thinking I should make, like, a little house for the pigs. Maybe. I don't have that many of them, though. Maybe something for the sheep. I don't know. I don't want them to feel trapped, though. I still love my house. Hello. How you doing, Plum? I still haven't figured out a name for you. I'll figure that out later. Autumn, winter. It's almost time, guys. Almost time. Ooh, glass. We need that. They're upstairs, aren't they? No? Ah! Someone's been in the house. Is there anyone in here? Nope, just dirt. Are they on the roof? No. They're probably in here. Yep, they're in there. Ha. Is that all? I mean, I don't want to put... probably have to. Just so they stop spawning. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the secret room. But that's fine. That's a problem to worry about later. So, yeah, we're gonna need to go get more sand. We're definitely gonna need to go get more trees. Yeah, those are the two main things. Okay. Oh, it's already been 4 hours. Okay. So, with that note of the time, it looks like we're already at our point. Right, guys? Right. So, with that said, thank you all for joining the stream. Thank you for being here and watching me just be creative with my builds. Of course, today we accomplished, what do? We made the little house for the donkeys, we made the little pen for the sheep, and of course we built that giant barn for the cows. And now we're working on our tree house, which I'm so excited for. I still have a lot of ideas, but we still need a lot of materials, especially glass. I'm gonna have to go find a lot of sand. Who knows where I'm gonna get it, but like that's for next time. Thank you all for being here. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Have a good night.